Hello and welcome to another episode from the Water's Edge. Today you catch up with us on another sea fishing session, and today we've ventured down to Codling. And the reason for today's session really is to have a little bit of a catch up with you all and sort of let you know what I've been doing and where I've been fishing, how it's been going really, because it's been a little while since we've done a sort of shore fishing update, if you like. So we're down here today. It's now the start of November, and the last few weeks has been all about the cod really, but I'm gonna take a step back from that, probably to the end of August, early September, and me and a good friend of mine, Justin Grapes, we actually sort of set our stall out really to try and target a thornback off the beach. And we fished this very bit of beach here, Codling. Probably it was first week of September, a really glorious autumn evening, big moon, big tide, flat calm seas, ideal conditions for a ray. And we came down here armed with squid, bluey and some mackerel, and sort of set our stall out to see if we could catch a thornback locally. Now it's one of them species that I know up and down the country, you know, they can be quite readily caught, but unfortunately here we don't see a massive amount of them. We see a little run, and the last few years it has become possible to catch one. And I say on this evening, fishing a pair of rods each, we were fishing a real nice bit of tide, big tide, fishing up until high water, and we actually caught one of the targets that we came for. My good friend Justin landed a cracking thornback, certainly by beach fishing standards, and certainly sort of around this area, a fish of probably 5 or 6 pound, which was really nice. You know, we're all as anglers, you know, you go out there and you set your stall out for something. When it all comes right, it does really make it worthwhile. But that was say start of September. Now, we did have a few more trips after that, but unfortunately that was the only one we saw. We were perhaps a little bit late, we could have started a bit earlier, but conditions transpired against us after that. So then we fast forward another month into October, and we both had our cod heads firmly screwed on, if you like. And just a couple of weeks ago, we caught some really nice fish fishing slightly further down south. We had a nice night on the beach, and we've got some footage from that to show you. But before we do, and probably the reason for coming down here today is just to refresh and have a recap on the sort of things that we like to use for sort of a winter cod campaign, if you like. Now today, things couldn't look less coddy, if I'm honest with you, and believe it or not, we got in the car as we left Norwich. It was absolutely glorious. The old temperature reading was showing 18 degrees. There's literally not a breath of wind, and the sea is absolutely flat calm. It's also really clear. I've got a bit of water in my bucket there to wash my hands with, and you can see it's not ideal at all. Normally, you know, you want a good bit of surf running, a good sea on, and sort of the water like chocolate. So today I'm not really expecting a lot, but I came down here because I thought it's a nice way to do a catch up and to show you a bit of footage from the sort of previous few sessions. But that night we were using pretty standard gear, to be honest with you. A good 6-ounce lead, the old red impact, pulley pennel rig, and a pair of super sharp, super strong 4-0s. Now the reason for using the 2 bigger hooks is actually the sort of run of fish we had a few weeks back. They've a good sort of average size, you know, 4, 5 pound, 6 pound fish hadn't been uncommon. So there'd actually been a few fish landed on white and live baits. The little fish come in, pick up the worm, they get hit by the bigger fish. So that was the reason for using these 2 bigger hooks, is because I'm thinking you've got more chance there, is if you do hook a white, and even though you're not say live baiting as such, you're going to give yourself the best chance of landing it if that does happen. And then bait wise, good old common blow lug, got some good baits in there, and to be fair, all the worms I've had this year have been pretty good. So I'm just going to bait it up now, as I did the other day. I'm a big fan of using big baits, and hopefully and actually on the last trip it did work. A big bait yielded some pretty big fish. So we'll get this ready. It's probably a little bit overkill today. As I say, I'll probably be better off scratching about for a few smaller fish, because I don't think it's going to happen, but it's certainly nice to get out. We just thread the worm round. And depending on sort of size of them, really, I'm probably aiming for, you know, 3, 4, 5 worms even. Nice big bait and lots of scent coming off. And even though the sea's not very coddy today, there's a massive tide run, and I've got one rod out already, and I casted it well up tide, and it's already pulled right round. So you never ever know, but there you go. That's the sort of thing I was using. The only thing I did have the other night is we actually had some squid with us as well, and I was just tipping off that bottom hook with a decent sliver of squid, or even half a squid, depending on the sort of size of them. But that's the thing we're using. I say I'm not sure it's going to be used to great effect today, but rewind a couple of weeks and we'll show you a little bit of footage we had down south, so where this was used to good effect. So have a little look at that now, and I'm going to get this out and we'll see what happens, but we do hope you enjoy it. Well, we're down in deepest, darkest Suffolk tonight, and we're hopefully on the trail of a few cod. We've heard there's been a few fish about, and we've done basically exactly what we've shown you just that second ago, and I think at a proper classic cod nod, and Justin's just gone down in the surf to get it for me, and we've got the first fish of this evening. But I'm just going to try and bring him in on this wave, and then we'll give you a little look at him.
Well done, Chris. Cracking fish. 4.5 pound. Nice one.
Well, cheers for that, Justin. Let me just
There you go, mate.
let me
Nice
get
one.
this rod out the way. It's a bit of a
Here's your
lens
fries.
test thing. Cheers, mate. We haven't been down here very long at all, and he's only lightly hooked. Let's get this lead out the way.
Cool.
I'll pop that up there. But swap fingers. That's what we come down here for. Prime winter codling, and that was a fantastic start.
Yeah, great
really fit, clean fish. And yeah, I don't know. That's got to be
4.5.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Nice.
But that's a cracker.
Sort
And
of bite did
hopefully,
it give
yeah, it was all a proper sort of slack line bite, really, mate.
you? Yeah, cool.
You know, there's no mistaking them. The whole lot was off down tide there. But yeah, that is a lovely fish. I'm chuffed with that. But we'll I think we'll get another bait out there. We're probably 2.5, 3 hours before the top of high water, which is when we're sort of hoping to get in the best sort of time. So yeah, that is I'm well chuffed with that. But eager to get back out there again.
Nice one, mate.
Cheers, mate. You got one there, Justin, as well.
Yes, mate. Yeah.
Bloody hell, mate. That weren't even. We literally just had that one.
Hook just fell out.
Turn round, see Justin's up the beach, and that's the second one of the session. A little bit smaller, but
Yeah, couple of pound, I think.
yeah, I mean, he'll fill out a bit as the winter goes. But
Yeah.
there's obviously one or two about, mate.
That's good. Yeah.
A good sign,
Good.
sign, because we've still got, as I say, a couple of hours or so of good fishing, hopefully. So
Yeah.
that's great stuff. Right, well,
We'll stick this one back.
I'll
Get
let
another
you
bait
get
out.
back, get another bait ready.
Fish number 2. Nice slack line bite. On the pulley panel again. Bit of black lug and peeler crab this time. So hopefully let's get another one.
Well, I'm just going to get another bait ready now. We've had a few fish, as you've probably seen, as well as the codling. We've obviously also had the obligatory white, and no winter autumn sea fishing session would be complete without an appearance by the whiting. But I mean, to be fair, if we're getting little rattles like that, I am sort of half tempted to leave it that little bit longer, because when there's sort of fish about with the size we've had so far tonight, you know, they will quite happily have a whiting or two. But it's going all right at the moment, to be fair, considering we've still got a decent bit of the flood left. It's all good, but I'm just getting another bait prepared, plenty of fresh lug, and then just tipping it with one of these little baby squid to keep the hook point nice and clear. We had a lovely night for it, but there's been a little bit of drizzle, about a few showers, but that's not dampened the spirits. You know, when you're catching a few fish, you don't mind so much, and it makes, like, you know, the time and effort all worthwhile. But there's another one ready to go. Nothing complicated about it. We'll get it hung up on the tripod and we'll get it out there. I have got both rods out there now, because I don't want to miss this little period when there's perhaps a few fish run through, because there's no guarantee that, you know, half hour's time, 40 minutes time, an hour's time or whatever, they could easily be gone. So make the most of it while they're there. We'll get this one out, and then we'll sit back and see what happened. Well, this rod has just gone completely slack, so I'm just going to pick the slack up and lift into it. It's often the case with a classic cod nod, if you like. You get a lot of slack line as the fish dislodges the lead, and that's what's happened here. And I'm just trying to catch up, but I think we might have missed this one. I was actually just by the shelter there, baiting the spare rig up, and looked up, and the line had gone a bit slack, but it's encouraging. It's encouraging. It means there's still something out there. Justin's up the beach there. I don't know if he's got a little whiting or something, but yeah, we'll have a look and see what's going on here. Yeah, see, that looks like something's definitely had a go at that bait there. Probably tugged on this end, that bit of worm is missing. But what we'll do is the good thing about having the spare rig ready is that whatever's out there, we can get back after it in literally a matter of seconds. So this one's now ready to go again, so we'll get it out there and then we'll get that spare baited.
Okay, I think we've got another one on. That's kicking well. That's going in the surf. We've got quite a nice surf running at the minute, and they are running well in the surf. Yes, good. A bit of line there. Good fish. I think Chris is down there. He's now hopefully going to rescue it from the surf. Oh, it's kicking well now. Yeah, I think we'll walk down there now and get the fish.
Hey, mate.
Cheers, Chris.
Another nice fish. Just get these hooks out. It's just caught him right in the side there, mate. It's well in.
Well in. Good.
Oh, same. Just chop him down. Hold him up. That's another lovely little fish, mate. Yeah.
Nice.
That's yeah, cracker, mate.
What I came for?
That is, mate, indeed. And we've still got a little bit of the flood to go, so you never know, we might just be able to put one or two more fish on camera for you. But that is why, well, thousands of anglers up and down the country get out on the beaches in the middle of winter. You know, you think you're pretty crazy, but fish like this make it all worthwhile. So yeah, and I think if it's alright with you, mate, I might take this one in for the tea. No worries. Good stuff. Right, let's get another bait ready. So there you go. As you can see, we had a cracking night's sport. So I hope you you enjoyed that little bit of footage there. I mean, it was really nice to get some better fish on camera. And you know, I guess since we've been doing the cod quest, a lot of it is filmed, you know, as it is. And the last sort of, I don't know however long we've been doing it, the fishing hasn't been great, and it's a lot of the time with sea fishing you can obviously only catch what is in front of you. You know, me and Steve laugh, I get a lot of grief off him for, you know, you're hauling in pin whiting and you know, you have nights and hours on the beach for very little reward sometimes. So when it does come together like that, and when there is a few fish about, it can be really rewarding. So we do hope you enjoyed it. As for now, I'm gonna carry on fishing away for a little bit. As I say, I'm not expecting a lot, but if we do catch anything, we'll certainly try and get it on film, or if not, we'll put some posts up on our Facebook page or whatever. So really, it's just left for me to sign off here now. So if you enjoyed the footage and you enjoy your cod fishing, then give us a little like below. But as always, thanks for watching, be lucky, and we'll see you again on the next one.